Oh, they are?
Yep.
Cool.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show. Thursday, March 23rd, 2023. Forgot what day it was there for a second. Days kind of mixed together sometimes. But got a pretty good slate of games today. Got NBA, only got like 4 NBA games, but then you have four Sweet 16 March Madness games as well. I know there's some NHL.
Man, looking at them March Madness games, them are tough games to pick.
Yeah, my picks yesterday I went 2-3.
Better than me. I went 2-6.
I was
0-3 in college.
I was 2-2 in the NBA, and then I missed my only college pick I gave out. Utah Valley kicked Cincinnati's ass.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I had Cincinnati. I had, I had Vandy. They lost. I had Charlotte against Eastern Kentucky. Charlotte won, but only beat them by 2. I think
Didn't cover the spread. Well, look, I had the Knicks. Knicks got killed by the Heat. Pacers won. Yep. I had them at +9. They won. I had the 76ers at -3.5. They covered. But then the freaking Jazz lost to Portland.
Yep.
So 2-3. Could always be worse. But I'm 165, 144 on the year so far. But man, I'm ready for these March Madness games here in a little bit. Michigan State, Kansas State. Of course, I'm gonna be rooting for Michigan State, but because of Big Ten. But I'll tell you what, that Kansas State team impressed me on, I think it was Saturday or Sunday. It was Sunday. Sunday when we was watching Kansas State. I forget who they were playing, but that guard they have, I can't even remember his name, but dude, it really impressed me. Hit all the free throws there at the end, and then also hit some big 3-pointers. Kansas State's biggest thing has been getting off the slow starts with turnovers. That was their biggest thing throughout the season, but they looked awful tough. Was it Marquette that they played? No, Michigan State beat Marquette. I can't remember who Kansas State played now and beat, but it was
I don't remember.
I mean, they were ranked. They were up there. All right, let me check the sound real quick, and then we'll jump right in. And we'll start in the NBA, and then move over to college basketball and all that. And then, of course, I hit the wrong button. Zeke Elliott.
Eagles, Jets, Bengals.
Yeah, it's cut it down to 3 teams. You mentioned the Bengals.
He would fit the Eagles, too.
Yep.
He would fit. I think he'd fit the Eagles. I think Jets, I don't know a lot about. About the running game. Who else? So they got that young guy, right? That got hurt.
Yeah, Brees Hall. Yeah,
I think he'd fit there too. I think he'd fit with the Bengals too.
Yeah, I think he's a good fit with all 3 of them teams because they don't need him. They don't need him to be the number 1 guy. Because with the Bengals, you still have Mixon.
Yep.
And Mixon and Elliott, that'd be a good combination.
Yeah.
And then you have with the Jets, you have Brees Hall, and you could use Zeke as your. Zeke's a real good blocker in pass protection, and he's good. He's good in the short yardage situations as well.
Good at short yardage.
And the same thing with the Eagles, because I think Gainwell is going to kind of break out as their number 1 guy. I know they still have Boston Scott, but I think Gainwell is going to. He kind of was doing that in the playoffs last year.
If he wanted to have a shot to possibly win a number 1 spot, I think the Eagles would be his best shot.
And
do you agree with that? I mean, I'm not saying he would get the number 1, but that'd be his best opportunity.
I agree with that. And I mean, I would think going to the Eagles kind of and looks good to him because you get to play the Cowboys twice a year. You can kind of try to stick it to them.
do you think he was real upset, or do you think he understands it's a business? My numbers have went down. Pollard's numbers have went up.
I think he probably looks at it realistically, and probably a little bit of both. A little upset.
I'm sure it hurts.
A little upset because he probably wanted to finish his career with the Cowboys, but I think there's also that of, hey, my production has been down. It's a business, so I think it probably goes a little bit of both ways.
Yeah.
Because really think about it. Zeke's never been known to be really in trouble or anything like that. He had one little thing at the beginning of his career.
He's had those minor things.
Yeah, a concert or something where somebody put a hand on him, and he ain't really been.
He's not a troublemaker by any means.
Most of the time, you don't hear his name in the headlines for doing stupid shit much. You at the beginning of his career a little bit, but since then he's really kind of took care of that. It seems like so.
Well, I think some people may question whether it's accurate or not. Once he got paid, whether he still had the hunger.
Yeah. Well, 'cause, I mean,
and that happens.
his production went down soon as
That happens. I mean, I'm not putting the guy down. That happens to that's part of real life. That can happen to anybody. It happens to boxers, happens to UFC. Once that guy makes it big, it's tougher to maintain that hunger. That
well, they say once you start waking up on silk sheets, it's hard to keep that motivation. hard to keep that same motivation that you had before. You're still motivated, not that you don't care no more.
No.
It's just it's hard to get back to that hunger level of that you had that got you to that level because you. I mean, hell, your life has changed. You go
well, Mike Tyson. He,
Well-
I mean, he was hungry, but once he got to that certain level, he couldn't maintain it. And I'm not putting him down; it would be hard to do.
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor, and most boxers, about the only one that's
and UFC fighters. I mean, and I can understand an UFC fighter and boxers because I mean, you put your body through through training camps to get ready for those fights.
What's that one boxer? The one that's I don't know if he ever been beat.
Mayweather.
Mayweather, and I don't think he had as much hunger. But the different
he
with
was
Mayweather,
a smart businessman.
Very smart businessman. Very smart. And that was the difference between. I don't think he had.
And I know some people are going to hate to hear this, and some of the reason he's undefeated still is because he's such a smart businessman. Yeah. He took some of those. He extended some of them fights getting made till it favored him. Where them guys were a little bit later in their careers. And hey, that's smart. I'm not bashing them for it, but just think what we just saw if we just got to see Pacquiao and Mayweather when Pacquiao was still in his prime.
Yeah.
Time they fought, Pacquiao was starting to get out of his prime a little bit. But that's smart. That's smart business by Mayweather and his team as well. So there's a few of them guys he fought. I felt like he fought a little bit later in their careers, where if that fight would have happened a couple of years earlier. Not saying he would have lost, but I think it might have been a little different.
And he built a brand. I mean,
oh yeah, it's still making. I mean, he's still making money.
Yep.
He's one of them guys that hasn't got all that money and then kind of just blown it all and disappeared.
I'm not saying he didn't blow some money, but he's smart. He knows what he's made smart decisions. Probably had some good, smart people behind him to help him make those decisions, to guide him in the right direction.
Well, I think his dad having the experience he had as well definitely had to help. All right, let's see. We'll start in the NBA, then we'll jump into college basketball. NBA tonight. First game is the New York Knicks at the Orlando Magic. The Knicks are 2.5-point favorites. They're minus 144 on the money line. The Orlando Magic are plus 122 on the money line. Over-unders at 227.5. The Knicks are 42-32 on the season, 3-2 over their last 5 games. The Magic are 30-43. They're 2-3 over their last 5 games. The Knicks lead the season series 2-0 versus the Magic. Let me look at something real quick. This is the second game of a back-to-back for the Knicks. The Magic did not play last night. I like the Knicks here at the. That changed. Damn, it was -4 earlier. Now it's at -2.5. So, but I like the Knicks at the -2.5. NBA. You have the Cleveland Cavaliers at the Brooklyn Nets. The Cavs are 4-point favorites, -174 on the money line. The Nets are plus 146 on the money line. Over-under is at 219. The Cavs are 46-28 on the season, 4-1 over their last 5 games. The Nets are 39-33, 1-4 over their last 5. The season series is tied 1-1. I like Cleveland at the -4 here against the Brooklyn Nets. Then we have the Charlotte Hornets at the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pelicans are 9-point favorites at home, -405 on the money line. The Hornets are plus 320 on the money line. Over-under is at 225.5. The Hornets are 23-50 on the season, 1-4 over their last 5 games. The Pelicans are 35-37. 3-2 over their last 5, and they lead the season series 1-0 over the Hornets. I like the Pelicans to win this game. I'm not crazy about the 9 points. So I'm going to stay. This game I'm not going to give out as one of my picks of the day, but I would favor the Pelicans. 9 points scares me a little bit. Next game Last game in the NBA tonight, the Oklahoma City Thunder at the Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers are 4-point favorites, minus 184 on the money line. The Thunder are plus 154 on the money line. Over-unders at 232. Thunder are 36-36 on the season, 4-1 over their last 5. Clippers are 38-35 on the season, 3-2 over their last 5. They will be without Paul George, who hurt his knee Tuesday night. Reports did you see that? Oh, it looked ugly when it happened.
I didn't see it. I heard about it.
Man, it looked ugly. His leg bent this way. I mean, it looked like he hyperextended that knee real bad. Luckily, from what they're saying, it's just a sprain, and they think he'll miss the rest of the regular season, but he'll be available for the playoffs. But the way it looked, I thought he was done. I thought he was done for. I didn't think he'd be playing the playoffs. It was nasty, but the Thunder actually lead the season series 3-0 against the Clippers. Clippers don't have Paul George. I like the Thunder here at the +4. That's all the NBA games tonight. I'm going to take the Knicks. My picks: Knicks minus 2.5, Cavs minus 4, and the Thunder +4.
Okay, I've got a parlay for the NHL. Well, let me do my NBA first. That'd be a good idea. Skipping right over it. Okay.
I was going to say you did right on NBA today?
I have. Well, the way I did yesterday, I might as well. But NBA parlay for tonight, I got the Knicks at Orlando over the 227.5. I got Cleveland versus Brooklyn over the 219, and I've got Chicago at the Pelicans over the 225.5. And then my NHL parlay for tonight, I've got Montreal and Boston. I'll take Boston money line. I've got Winnipeg money line at the Anaheim Ducks, and I have Chicago versus the Washington Capitals. I'll take the Capitals money line win there for my NHL parlay.
All right.
And I don't have a parlay for the college basketball, but I did write down who I thought was going to win the games Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
For Thursday night games.
Well, wait a minute. We'll just go.
Okay, go through them.
I'll give out the odds, and we'll just go through them.
Because I knew we're not. Yeah, you haven't made an announcement yet, but I know we're not going to be doing a Friday show because.
Yeah. We'll just go. We'll go through the games, and we can both just give out.
Okay.
First game today, 6:30 p.m. Michigan, number 7 Michigan State against number 3 Kansas State. First game of the Sweet 16.
Hey, Glenn.
Michigan State, this is kind of weird. Michigan State, the number 7 seed, is a 1.5 point favorite in this game.
I've seen that.
They're minus 114 on the money line. Kansas State's minus 105 on the money line. So this game's almost a pick 'em.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
I do too. Over-unders at 138.5. For me, this game here, I'm not going to give it out as one of my official picks. It's a hard game for me because I like Michigan State. Tom Izzo always has a team playing great this time of year, and I'm a Big Ten fan. But Kansas State really impressed me, what I've seen of them this year, and especially their last game Sunday. So I favor Michigan State, but like I said, this isn't a game I'm going to give out as one of my picks.
I'm not doing them as point spread picks. I'm just saying who's going to win. I'm going to go with Michigan State. I think they're going to be able to out rebound them, and that's why I'm going to go with them. But it's like I said, it's a pick 'em.
I favor Michigan State. Now this next game, 7:15 tonight, number 8 Arkansas versus number 4 UConn. I think it's going to be another real good game. UConn's a 3.5 point favorite. They're minus 182 on the money line. Arkansas is plus 150 on the money line. Over-unders 139.5. I think it's going to be a real good game, but I like UConn.
I like UConn also.
That center for UConn, that Sadogo, might not be pronounced his name right, but that dude straight dominated that game on both ends of the floor over the weekend in their last game. I think Arkansas is going to struggle to stop him. So this is actually going to be one of my picks for today. UConn at the minus 3.5.
I just want UConn to win.
And then we have Florida Atlantic, FAU number 9 against number 4 Tennessee. Tennessee's a 4.5 point favorite, minus 225 on the money line. FAU is a plus It's plus 184 on the money line. Over under at 129.5. I like Tennessee in this game. Tennessee has looked good the whole tournament, but they really look good in that second round game against Duke. If they play with that kind of physicality that they did against Duke, I just don't see FAU being able to stay with them. So I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
FAU is going to have to knock down their threes. I think they've got a good chance, but again, I was really impressed with Tennessee. I wouldn't be shocked if FAU pulls off the upset, but I'm going to go with Tennessee.
And then our last game tonight in the Sweet 16, number 3 Gonzaga at number 2 UCLA. I think this is going to be a hell of a game. I'm really looking forward to this because of the Tiger Campbell and the guys you got in UCLA, and then Drew Timme with Gonzaga. UCLA is a 1.5 point favorite. This is another game that's almost a pick 'em. Basically a pick 'em. UCLA is minus 114 on the money line. Gonzaga is minus 105 on the money line. Over unders at 145.5. This is going to be. I think it's going to be a real good game. I'm going to go with Gonzaga at the plus 1.5. Basically, because I just think Drew Timme is going to find a way to get Gonzaga to a victory. But I think it's going to be one of the games that come down to. I think this game is going to come down to the end. I think it really do. I think it's going to come down to a last second play. So, but I'm going to go with Gonzaga at the plus 1.5.
I'm going with Gonzaga to win also. So far, we've I think all 4 of the same teams.
And just so you guys know, we haven't talked about none of these Sweet 16 games, so neither one of us knew what the other one was going to pick. Before we get into Friday's games, hey, how's it going, Glenn? For one, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. You gonna be at Warrior Pro this weekend? I think we'll get to see Glenn on Sunday.
Yeah, we might.
He'll probably be at Warrior Pro unless he's out. So I don't think he's on a trip this weekend. But tomorrow on Friday, there's going to be some. We're not going to have some of our normal shows because we're going to be live streaming the Indiana Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame ceremony. That's at 6 p.m. But we have to go set up and stuff, so we will not be having an Easy Money and sports betting show tomorrow on Friday. I'm glad you mentioned that. So I'll go ahead and give out. I'll go ahead and give out my picks for tomorrow's college games. But also the afternoon show that I do at 1 p.m. Eastern with ASAP, there will be a show. I'm not going to be on it. Jay McLevin's going to run it tomorrow, and I'm sure Frankie will probably get on there, and some of the other guys. They're going to go ahead and do a show. I'm not going to be on it because I got to tear down, and we got to go set up. Yep. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day. So I'm not going to be on the 1 o'clock and then no 3 o'clock Easy Money. And then also the happy hour or the sports happy hour that we do on Friday nights at 8 p.m. that I do with Greg Broderick. There's not going to be a show this Friday. We announced that last Friday, but it's just a reminder. No show tomorrow. We'll be back next Friday with that. And then GSR GonzoSportsRoom Friday night. Tomorrow night we're not going to have a show because I don't know what time we'll get back from the Hall of Fame. Plus we have another show on Saturday, another pro wrestling show Saturday. So really don't want to try to set everything up and then tear it right back down. Saturday we're going to be at DCCW 5-year anniversary show. As of right now, it don't look like we're going to be able to air that live. So we'll record it and air it at a different date. Not sure on that date yet. We'll make a graphic and let everybody know when we'll air if we can't go live. And then Sunday we'll be at Warrior Pro Wrestling. Starts at 3 p.m. Eastern. And we will be live on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter for that, live from Danville, Indiana. If you're in the area, go check out DCCW and Warrior Pro Wrestling. DCCW doors open at 6. Wrestling starts at 7. Going to be an awesome show. Yep. You got the DCCW Muncie debut of Dalton Love and Luke Savage. Then you're going to have Dex Royal. IK3 won the
highlight reel.
One of the best you're going to see. In I think about anywhere, but especially here in the Midwest. IK3.
Yep.
I mean, there's Tommy Gage, who's getting some of the guys.
That was a retirement match.
Yep, he's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame on Friday, and then he's having his retirement match against one of one of the guys I think the world of, and Mike King.
You got Dutch Boy
And
Platinum.
I got to mention his name because we didn't mention his name last night, and so we know he's going to be complaining. You also going to have Vinny Vichetti in that match.
Yeah, Vinny Vichetti. You got a lot of. It's going to be an awesome show.
Did you see that when you watched that back when we got to talking about Vinny?
Yeah, I see a little bit of it. Yeah, about the food again.
Well, that would because Tommy Gage goes, you guys know we went with this whole time. We never mentioned Vinny never got mentioned. And Mikey said, I done that on purpose. And we said, we're going to hear about it. And Mike was doing his Vinny voice. Yeah. Oh, and it was killing me. He said, I'll be hearing about it during the match. He goes, I'll be standing on the apron and he'll be bitching. You guys didn't even mention me during the interview.
Yeah, Vinny's going to be in action. I'm sure JKO will be in action. So it's going to be an awesome show.
Glenn said he'll be there. So cool. We'll get to see Glenn. Get to see Glenn on Sunday. But all right, let's go. Let's go look at the games for Friday. Okay. Sweet 16. So yeah, the schedule's a little different this weekend, but Monday we'll basically be back to our normal schedule, and then we'll let you guys know from on then. But I know next weekend we're not at a wrestling show because it's WrestleMania. Yep. But the weekend after that we're at a big wrestling show with the Olympic gold medalist, won it with a broken freaking neck, and WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle, Buff Bagwell, Buff is the stuff, and Rikishi will all be WWE Hall of Famer. Rikishi will all be there, so that should be a great time. Yep. Really looking forward to that. But first game tomorrow in Sweet 16, you have San Diego State University. They're number 5 against number 1 Alabama. Alabama's a 7.5 point favorite. I like Alabama in this game. Alabama's been impressive. They're linked on defense and their athleticism, and they just have so many playmakers and guys that can score the basketball on offense. So I'm gonna go with Alabama at the -7.5.
I went with Alabama to win the game. I think San Diego State's got shot, but yeah, Alabama's looked pretty good.
And the next game starts at 7:15 p.m. tomorrow night. Kind of a little disappointed not going to get to watch this game, but I will definitely be keeping track of it on the phone.
Yep.
You got number 5 Miami at number 1 Houston. Houston's a 7.5 point favorite. -365 on the money line. Miami's +285 on the money line. Over-unders at 138.5. I like number 5 Miami in this game. Houston's a good team. Yes, Billy. We will be live at the Hall of Fame Friday night. It starts at 6 o'clock. We'll be live. You'll be able to hear all the guys talk when they get inducted and give their speeches, tell stories and stuff. Should be a great time. But yeah, we'll be live for the Indiana Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, 6 p.m. Eastern, Friday night. So come join us for that. You can find that at the GonzoSportsRoom channels and the ASAP Network channels. And real quick, I just want to give Billy a shout out. Billy, we appreciate. I mean, you're on almost all of the shows. Plus, we see you watch all the wrestling shows as well.
Yep.
We appreciate the support.
Most definitely.
But I like Miami in this game. Nothing against Houston because Houston's a good team. The injuries with Houston with their top 2 guys scare me a little bit. I know they've had 4 or 5. They've had some days off to get better. But man, this Miami, I'm not gonna lie, this Miami team impressed the hell out of me Sunday night when they put a whooping on the Hoosiers. If they can play at that level, I think they're gonna be tough for anybody to beat. But I've also seen them play down a little bit as well. But I'm gonna go with Miami at the +7.5.
I picked Miami to beat them. I'm going with Miami to win the game.
And then next one is Princeton, number 15 surprise team against number 6 Creighton. Creighton's a 10.5 point favorite, -630 on the money line. Princeton is +390 on the money line. Over/under is 140.5.
What do you think Creighton? I mean, with the upsets that Princeton has pulled. I mean, I understand Creighton being the favorite. Why do you think they're such a high favorite? Because of the style Creighton plays?
I guess I don't understand why they're such a big favorite either.
Because Princeton's going to try to slow it down.
Yeah.
That's their style. So
I agree. Creighton, I'll be honest with you. Creighton has killed me every time I bet on them this season.
I think
Every time I pick Creighton, they've lost. I'm going with Princeton here at the plus 10.5. I can see Creighton winning this game, but I can also see Princeton winning it. But I think it's going to be a close game. So I'm going to take Princeton at the plus 10.5, and it would not surprise me if Princeton wins this game outright. But I do think they covered the 10.5.
It wouldn't surprise me if Princeton wins outright, but I'm going to go. I think the Cinderella story is going to end. I'm going to go with Creighton.
Like I said, I just think Princeton's going to cover the plus 10.5. I do. And then last game, number 3 Xavier against number 2 Texas. Texas is a 4.5 point favorite, minus 194 on the money line. Xavier's plus 160 on the money line. Over-unders at 149.5. I'm going to take Texas in this game. I think it's going to be a good game. I really do. But Texas they've been playing at a high level since a few weeks before the tournament started.
Yeah, but they won that. They blew out Kansas in their conference tournament. They've been playing great. They may be playing as good as basketball as anybody. I wouldn't be shocked to see Texas in the Final Four and hell, maybe win it all.
Even though I'd like to say or pick against Texas just to give Jay McLovin hell. Basically, just to get Jay, mess with Jay. But I'm going to take Texas at the minus 4.5 in that one.
Yeah, I'm going with Texas. Xavier's a good team. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if Xavier beat them, but I'm going to go with Texas.
Frankie said, "Man, it was fun getting Jay mad as hell." Oh yeah, he got mad.
Yeah,
he got real mad about the Lamar Jackson. Then he got even fired up more when we got talking about the Houston Astros.
Was it the same old story about Lamar? Lamar no good, or
yeah, he's a running back.
He's not a running back.
He's a run first guy. I can't throw. He said that he would take Dak Prescott over Lamar Jackson.
He's got issues. I wouldn't take Dak over Lamar.
No, I wouldn't either. That's what me and Frankie are both saying. Like, no, but yeah, to him, he thinks they're basically just kind of a same player.
I think the quarterback from Philadelphia, Lamar, is the same player.
That's what I think too. And the quarterback from Philadelphia had a lot better weapons around him to get the ball to. I think if you give Lamar them kind of weapons, you would see the same thing. I mean, look at his MVP year. I mean, he's proven that he can put up numbers.
Yep.
His biggest thing is you got to stay healthy and play a whole season. He's had last 2 seasons he only played 12 games.
And we may come to find out the same thing for the Philadelphia quarterback. Is the way he plays? Is he going to be able to stay healthy?
That's what really got him mad when I said that, because he told me that when I was saying I didn't know if I would want to give up 2 first rounders for me. He goes, "Oh, the draft capital don't matter because you don't know if them guys are going to pan out." And then when we got to talking about it, he goes, "Well, I wouldn't give up 2 first rounders I want Dallas to give up 2 first rounders for Lamar." I said, "Wait a minute, what's the difference?"
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, he was fired up. Did you have any other? You already did hockey, didn't you?
Yeah, I already did hockey.
Was there anything else?
No,
you have?
No, I'm good to go.
Well, like I said, no show tomorrow for Easy Money, a sports betting show. We will be back on Monday because we will be getting ready to go set up for the Indiana Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame tomorrow night. Again, that will be live at 6 p.m. Eastern at GonzoSportsRoom and at the All Sports All Plays Network. Make sure you join us for that. My picks real quick for today. I'm going NBA, Knicks minus 2.5, Cavs minus 4, and the Thunder plus 4 against the Clippers. College basketball today, Sweet 16, I'm going Tennessee minus 4.5, UConn minus 3.5, and Gonzaga plus 1.5. And then for Sweet 16 on Friday, I'm going to go Alabama minus 7.5, Miami plus 7.5, Princeton plus 10.5, and Texas minus 4.5. So that's going to be my picks for today and Friday. Like I said, we appreciate everybody joining us. Don't forget tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, pro wrestler Jake Elliott will be joining us. Looking forward to this conversation. Should be a great conversation. He's a younger guy starting to make a name for himself here on the independent scene. So it should be a great conversation. Join us tonight at 6:30 for that. And then also check out Unscripted, 7 p.m. Eastern. You can find that at Unscripted on Facebook, Unscripted on YouTube, Unscripted Guys on Twitter, and then also on the ASAP Sports Network.
Yeah, check out Unscripted. It's a great show, even though Jay sucks.
I'll be going. I'll be on there. I'll be a little bit late, but I will be on there after our interview. And then, like I said, Friday the Hall of Fame. Saturday we'll be at DCCW 5-year anniversary show. If you're around Muncie, Indiana, or you can get here, it's at the National Guard Armory. Doors open at 6. Wrestling's at 7. $15 front row, $10 general admission. You can't beat it. It'll be a great time. And then Sunday we will be live at Warrior Pro Wrestling 19. Should be another good show there. And doors open at 2. Wrestling starts at 3. If you're in the area, I highly recommend checking it out as well. So we got a busy weekend. We'll be hope to see a lot of you guys in the comments section. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at GonzoSportsRoom and at the All Sports All Plays Network. Like and follow Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all at GonzoSportsRoom and at the All Sports All Plays Network. That's where I post everything about all of our upcoming shows. And then I was his weekend deal.
Oh Lord.
And then damn it, now I forgot one. Oh, check out the new ASAP mobile ASAP Network mobile app, now available on Apple products. So go to the Apple store. You can find ASAP Network. You can get it there. Roku, Google Play, LG Smart TVs, Amazon. You can get on your Fire Sticks. So you can get the ASAP Network app about anywhere now. So make sure you go download the app and check it out. You can see all the shows basically on demand. see all the shows on demand and on there, and you'll be able to see our wrestling shows, our wrestling interviews, all that stuff. So make sure you check that out. But we appreciate everybody joining us today. Like I said, no show tomorrow. We will be back on Monday with another episode of Easy Money, a sports betting show. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll see you guys hopefully later tonight for the Jake Elliott interview. But we'll see you Monday for more Easy Money, a sports betting show.